Hello interwebs, just a semi-quick video. I had a project idea, and not exactly a tutorial because I'm one-handed. I'm having to use the other hand to hold my cell phone because I don't have a digital camera. But hey, better than nothing. So anyway, my anniversary or our anniversary is coming up in 2 days, aka Halloween. Yeah. We love Halloween, obviously. That's like our favorite holiday. But anyways, so I'm not buying my husband a present, but I'm making him one. So I thought I would just do a quick video or semi-quick video anyway, maybe to give you an idea, for in case you need to give somebody something, but you're like, I have no money, or I have no idea what to do, or, something like that. So basically, inside this box, which I got for free, where I live, we have truck stops called Petro, and 9 times out of 10, attached to the Petro is their restaurant called Iron Skillet. Buffet menu, but it's really good. And they also do their own chocolates and fudge. And like one of my favorite things from there is their espresso truffle. Oh, so good. So, anyway, last time we were there, I asked them for an extra box. Like, this is the box they give you to take home your chocolate or fudge or whatever you got. I asked for an extra one, so it'd be nice and clean. And I'm like, I don't know what yet, but I know eventually I will find a use. I mean, because boxes you can put stuff in and decorate and all kind of stuff. So I knew eventually I'd use it for something. Well, it hit me because I was trying to think, I don't have any money. I mean, my husband, I love him to death of pieces, and he'll get me anything in the world that I want. But, I'm not trying to spend every single, dime that he makes kind of thing. I don't really need a lot. Usually when I spend money, it's on arts and crafts stuff. So, but anyway, I personally don't have any money. But I didn't really want to like spend money because he's the kind of person that gifts from the heart, mean more than, stuff bought at the store. So, anyway, my idea was to use some of my scrap cardstock and cut it into like slips of paper type thing that I can fold and write things, me and his daughter, write things like that we, love about him, that we appreciate him, he makes us laugh and, all that kind of good mushy foo girly stuff, that you don't really tell your, the person in your life, like you just don't every day go, baby, I love you and I appreciate you and you make me laugh and smile. And, you don't really say those things like every day or really even that often, in most cases. So this is a chance for me and his daughter to let him know and have, like a reminder, kind of thing, whatever, that we do love him, we do appreciate him, and all this kind of good stuff. So it's free, but, it means a lot because, it comes from me and her and our hearts. So, anyway, back to this. He loves camo. Not surprising, right? So I got him some of this camo duct tape. And he hasn't used it yet, but I obviously found a use for it. This is just a piece of lace that you can't really see it, but I like just glued it not too long ago, so it's not completely dry. Because obviously there's no way you're gonna get lace to stick to duct tape. I mean, because hot glue, that peels right off. Glue peels right off. So I did it to where, let's see if I can get it right. The lace went just a little bit past the edge of the duct tape, and I glued it there. And then what I'll do after the glue is dry is I'll cut another small piece of duct tape, probably like a half an inch, and then I don't know, I might do a whole inch and do half inch and cut it in half. I don't know, I have to measure the piece of lace and see exactly how much I need. But anyway, I'll cut off another piece and then, cut two pieces, and then I'll lay it. Sorry, my big old finger. I'll lay it like right in between like where the box bends right there, and I'll get it a little bit onto this side of the duct tape. So, just to make sure it's nice and secure. That way it'll cover that edge and the glue and, stuff like that. And it'll be secure. So this, in case you're wondering, is just a little tab, because when this is closed, like it's supposed to be closed, it's kind of hard to open it this way. Like you have to like dig your finger in a little bit. And so just to make it easier, I kind of just made a little, duct tape tab, sort of. I was trying to do like a heart, the top of the heart shape. Didn't come out too great, but it will. So, okay, in case you're wondering, the stars. I have a paper puncher. And obviously, if you try to punch out duct tape just by itself, it's going to stick all up in there. So what you do is you get you a piece of duct tape. I just laid it out and cut it with my X-Acto knife. And then I laid it onto a piece of cardstock. Smooth it all out, made sure it's nice, and stuck together and everything. And I just cut off the excess cardstock I had around it. And it was a little tough to like punch through, but it's doable, and that way I can also glue it to projects that I need. I'm trying to find a spot where I might actually punch something out. But, I mean, it don't really matter. I'm just doing this to show you. So, I mean, it's obviously not one to work because I'm doing this one-handed, and it's really hard to do shit one-handed when you're used to two. Okay, let's see if I can get it now. Alright, so I got at least the majority. So, I mean, it's a little tougher to punch out, and it's kind of going to stick there. But just... there you go. So it's doable. They have so many great patterns and things like that now, and colors and whatnot. People are doing so much more with duct tape now. So anyway, that's how I got the little stars, and since it's on cardstock on the back, I just glued it on with some regular glue. For the lace under here, under the tab, I used like really strong glue. Like, I mean, I didn't use like any E6000, that'd be kind of like overboard, but this is what I personally used. I love this stuff. I'm about out. I need to get me some more. So anyway, like I said, hopefully it gives you an idea. Use what you have. Last minute idea, because really, honestly, this took like maybe altogether 20-ish minutes. I mean, the hardest thing was measuring out the lace, how much I needed, and then my husband's phone going off. Gluing the lace down on this side and let it dry some before, I stretched it over, because I had it like this. So I glued that side down first, let it dry some so it wouldn't keep sliding when I glued this side down over here. So, all the sentiments and whatnot will go in there, and this will be all nice and neat and closed up, and that's a present from the heart. Then it didn't cost a dime, outside of what I paid for the original material, which I already had. So, but yeah, that's it. Oh, and also I made him a card, which I already sealed it up, so I can't really show you. I don't know, maybe I might be able to. Hopefully, that would be awesome. So I made the envelope, I made the card, yay. I made everything about this except for the page I got. They were throwing away books, or giving away books, it's sad but true, but yeah, they have to make room for new stuff. So normally I don't read poetry and things like that, but I knew my anniversary was coming up and this would be useful. Also, I figured I could probably cut out words or whatever. So I picked it up, even though that's not really my thing. All right, so I did homemade gesso, which is glue all, white paint, which, well, I use blue paint on the hearts right here, and glitter. White paint, glue all, and baby powder. And I had a stencil and one of the little spatula, art spatula type things, whatever, trowels or whatever they're called. So did that. Used my, I keep getting confused. I can't remember if it's a zizzer or zutter or whatever this thing is. Anyway, it just roughs up the edge of the paper when you run it through. So it kind of does like that number. It's a neat little tool. So anyway, did the hearts, did the little flowery type pattern, whatever the hell that is. I did that on brown cardstock. Found one that I wanted to put on the front. Did a little lovebird tree. I also did corner punches. My camera will focus. I did the zutter around 3 sides of the front. And then over here, I just found a couple little short ones that I liked. So I just mounted them on scrapbook paper. Did the zutter, whatever the hell the thing's called. Did that to these also. Did the corner punches, which they're a little harder to see, but. And then a stamp in the middle right there. So, I mean, if you put a little time and effort and creativity, I mean, you can do a lot with just what you have. So, alright, anyway, now that I've kind of like bared my soul a little bit here, that was pretty much it. That's pretty much all I had to really show you. I mean, like I said, just to give you an idea and hopefully inspire you for last minute type things or what have you. So, anyway, like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.